Picture for a moment a tall wall in front of you. And on the other side is the most carefree, light-hearted, wholehearted version of yourself. This wall is all of the things that stand in the way of you being your full, authentic self. The bricks that make up this wall come from all different places. But the most pervasive thing that keeps us from climbing this wall is shame. Shame has the tendency to prevent us from reaching the self-acceptance and genuine connection with others that we may deeply be longing for. The best tool we have of sincerely overcoming this is vulnerability. We'll describe vulnerability as willingly exposing oneself to the possibility of being hurt. Some examples of this could be exposing mistakes that you've made to somebody else. It could be sharing personal information that you typically keep private. Or it could be taking a chance on something and, with the chance of you possibly getting rejected. As intimidating as that might feel, there are benefits to doing this that allow for healthier relationships with the people around you and with yourself. A lot of genuine connection comes from relatability. And what's more relatable than having flaws? It's a part of the human experience. When you're vulnerable, people can see themselves in you. Not necessarily in that particular thing, but in your humanity. And nothing disarms a person like vulnerability. It allows for empathy and understanding. It has the power to build trust. All the necessary ingredients for a genuine and authentic friendship. It also has the ability to immensely improve your self-worth. Revealing your greatest ugly gives you access to your truest joy and acceptance. But we can't ignore that there's a reason that we don't all do this. And I believe that reason is that we're afraid. It's a scary thing to be vulnerable. It has the potential to leave you feeling rejected and small. And it's easy to be criticized about things that, we don't really care all that much about. But when we are being vulnerable, we're exposing the truest part of ourselves. And when that is rejected or is criticized, it is just so much more painful. It's a much tougher experience to have. But living a guarded life isn't living at all. That's survival. C.S. Lewis puts it this way: to love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal. Wrap it carefully around with hobbies and little luxuries. Avoid all entanglements. Lock it up safe in the casket or coffin of your selfishness. But in that casket, safe, dark, motionless, airless, it will change. You will not be broken. It will become unbreakable, impenetrable, irredeemable. To love is to be vulnerable. A lack of vulnerability is based on fear, and we should not let fear rule our lives. Withholding yourself prevents you from being hurt, but it also prevents you from the deep joy of being fully known and truly loved. As Joseph Campbell says, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. When somebody sees all of your ugly and accepts you still, the waters of your self-assurance will run deep with a joy incomparable. Vulnerability can be perceived as weakness, but it's one of the greatest forms of bravery. Being vulnerable with people that I feel safe with has just been such a game changer for me. it has allowed for me to untangle a lot of insecurity, and it's relieved it of its power. It doesn't weigh on me the way that it used to. These insecurities aren't a weapon anymore that, can be used against me within myself. This is just a thought I wanted to throw your way. So I hope that it's something that will allow you to look at this wall and start breaking it down. The truth is, on the other side of this wall, there is no person outside of us that we are trying to reach. There's a mirror, and it is reflecting us. And we need to just remove this wall so that we can see ourselves for who we truly are. One brick at a time. Let's walk this journey together. If you found value in this video, give the like button a high five or a hug if you're more affectionate. I'll be ready to give one back. Subscribe if you want to be a day one, and hit the bell if you want to be notified. Until next time, be well.